What's up, DBs? Coach D Magic here, former D1 defensive back. We're here to break down just some football. I was going to make this into like 3 separate videos, but I'm like, what the hey? Let's just talk football. Let's just talk about everything that's going on here, okay? So all these plays are super random. We got a Super Bowl play. We got a UFL play. We got some NFL one-on-ones. So we're just going to break it down from my perspective. And I'm just going to give you guys one thing you can learn off of each of these clips. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. 2 things you're going to learn from this clip. So if you hear me talk about dividers, so dividers are basically where we want to line up inside or outside leverage wise. So in the NFL, their dividers are at the bottom of the numbers. So imagine an imaginary line from the bottom of their numbers. Remember, their numbers are a lot closer than they are in than college and NFL in high school. Sorry. So if that receiver lines up inside of that divider or inside the bottom of the numbers, we're going to be outside leverage. All right, so that's tip number 1. This is Sky Moore versus Trent McDuffie. He's an all-pro. All right, I like the feed initially by Trent McDuffie. Outside lateral step replace here. Okay, now we get the move. We just end up leaning back. Okay, so this right move right there leans us back. Which allows the free release here. But I like that he doesn't panic. All right, quickly catches his balance and still manages to get a kick step in. You see how the kick step allows us to stay on top. But here, right, so since we are pretty much directly in the middle field, we actually want to play low hip. We want to play the low hip, which he does. Low hip. If he works back outside, we can get under that. If he works inside, we can get under that. And he does a good job staying disciplined here, driving. This is a bang bang play. All right, we try to play the hands. We actually go through like his wrist area. We don't actually get through the hands. But this is a good play, like in a game situation. Definitely our advantage because of timing, because of just having linebackers and a pass rush. All right, but I like the leverage. We lean. All right, but I like the kick. Good eye discipline. Get to the low hip. And we can undercut. So this is even though this is a win for the offense, if I'm a defensive back coach, okay, I'll take this. I'll take this. This is a good battle. Now I want to go to some NFL one-on-ones. Well, this isn't like one-on-ones, all right, but it looks like we're in man coverage. So essentially, even though we end up looking silly here, we are in 2-man. So even though it's man, it's 2-man is different because we have 2 safeties, 2 high safeties. So it's inside trail, okay? Inside trail, meaning we want to like right here, right? We want to be purposely trailing the receiver inside, okay? 2 ways to go about it at the line of scrimmage. I've been taught, hey, because you have help over the top and we're trailing, you can take your shot at the line of scrimmage. All right, but DK is a strong guy. Boom, swipes us here. But we shouldn't panic right here because we're right where we want to be, inside and trailing. You see this Nike sign right here? Our eyes should be glued to that Nike sign. We should be an arm's distance away, a yard away. And we don't want to we want to be patient to any outside moves, right? So right here, this is the read the hip drill. Okay. You see how it gives us a move to the outside? We should not be undercutting this so fast. All right. We should be we should be sitting on the inside. And then it's not until we know for sure that he's moving outside. So we want to essentially be a step late to the outside because it's the harder throw and we can still get under that. All right. So panics, guesses, all right, and defeats the whole purpose of the coverage. All right, so inside trail, you can take a shot at the line of scrimmage, but inside and trail, be patient to the inside, stop our feet. We should be breaking out, stopping our feet, and then once he breaks outside, if he does, we can accelerate low hip and undercut this. All right, but this is just bad. I wanted to bring this clip on. You see how like the receiver's doing all that wiggle, and quite literally, like the camera's shaking. Okay, so this is why it's good to have your eyes in the right spot. So belt line, okay, belt line to low numbers, because watch how his head's moving, his hands moving, his feet are all wild, right? I'm talking about the receiver. But if you just focus, like try to focus right here, okay, that's what's moving the least. It actually doesn't move at all. Okay, so even though all this craziness is happening, all right, this is just, I just wanted to put this one in here because we always got to talk about our eyes, right? Eyes, feet, and then our hands and press man. So I just really like how like everything's shaking and everything just looks like it's moving so fast. No, it's not. Keep your eyes here. The torso, the belt line, the belly button moves the least. All right, and we make a good play here by Denzel Ward. Now we get an interception on the goal line, 4th and goal. 4th and goal in the UFL. I want to talk about this play because this play looks awfully similar to a Super Bowl winning play that Malcolm Butler made. Now I grew up in Washington State, so by default the entire state was Seahawks fans. So as soon as I seen this play, I was like, dang, this was the Super Bowl play. All right, so goal line, 4th and goal. Everybody likes to run pick routes, especially when they know you're going to be a man. The way you can so number 2 is going to try to pick you, all right, and then they're going to run the underneath route here, and they're trying to hit this right away. It's I don't know. Could be a little late. I don't know, but he's getting ready to knock his head off. The way you play this is, 1, you have to press number 2, okay, to allow the corner to work over the top. And the way you can anticipate this is when number 2 is on the ball, okay? So whenever number 2 is on the ball, we had an alert 2 on, 2 on, 2 on. You'll get a lot of routes where 2 gets vertical and then 1 runs underneath. Not right underneath, but like it could be a 5 and in, it could be a dig, whatever. It could be a shallow. But like 2 being on the ball should alert you that this is possibly coming. So great job pressing number 2. We're going to be flat-footed off along the goal line. Lateral steps, and now we can drive, play the upfield shoulder, and the person who actually allows this play to happen is rewarded with the interception. Great overall play. So if you're too young to have seen the Super Bowl, oh man, I forget which Super Bowl this was, but take a look right here. We got 2 on the ball, and you see the corner. He already anticipates this, jams the point man. All right, he's going to be off. He's going to work over the top, drive the upfield shoulder, interception. Crazy play. One of the worst calls in Super Bowl history. So this is why you need to always study your opponent's goal line goal line plays, obviously. So Bill Belichick said that they prepared for this. And as soon as they saw this, they knew what was happening. That's why Malcolm Butler was able to drive this so fast. So, when I was coaching like high school level ball, basically, man, you got maybe 3 different goal line, 5 and in routes that you're gonna get, and most of them are pick related, which is why a lot of teams play kind of like that 5 across, everybody kind of pass things off type defense. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something. I know this is one of the more randoms, but just wanted to talk football, and hopefully you guys learned something from each clip. If not, I hope you learned at least one thing today. All right, make sure you go grab the DB Network. Make sure you go grab the DB Mastery Program at thedbnetwork.com.